And we are rolling up and down the figure. And into the palm. And then the pads, the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrist. Up to the knuckles and across. And let's leave the ball in the palm of the hand, interlace the fingers and squeeze. And release. Squeeze. Release. And squeeze. And release. Let's go around the back. Switch. 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 Means at the waist, go through the legs. Switch. 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 And come on up, drop the ball on the floor. Assess how the feet feel. Step on the ball in the middle of the foot and press down 3 times. Go to the knuckles, press on each going across. Roll across the knuckle. Bring the ball to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes, and roll across the top of the heel. Press down just below the ball of the foot. At the side of the top of the heel. And in the middle of the foot metatarsal. Roll out each of the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1. Release. Reassess. Repeat on the other foot, pressing down 3 times. Up to the knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. And roll across the top of the heel. And press down just below the ball of the foot. At the side of the top of the heel. And in the middle of the metatarsal. Roll down the bones. And scribble. 3, 2, 1. Release. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess. And then shift. 3, 2, 1. The center. This is the way to swing the arms. And then center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step to one side, gathering star. Lower dantian, heart, throat, third eye, around 3 times. And then back down. Third eye, throat, heart, low dantian, center. The other from the other side. And center. Take some steps forward. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. And then slap the opposite heel. Slap it behind you. And then cross step with a twist and a punch. Downwards. We'll be doing some punches upwards later. And then we're going to walk or march or jog. So we are going to do the standing corset today. Good mornings, traveling rows, hands to the opposite knee, that sort of thing. There are no squats if you want to do those. You pick up your heart rate, but you can do what you're doing or anything else. You say, I am going to, what am I? I think I will do some squats. And after class, we've got 5 minutes for anybody who wants to hang around. Going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Ten. 20. And 30. Come on up. Take 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers or raise the hands up overhead. Come up on your toes if you can. Back down and lean back if you can. Otherwise, keep stretching upwards. And back to center. Bend to one side. And then the other. Come back to center, lower the hands to the chest. Push out. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back and lift the hands up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And come on down and shrug. And then swim. And do a backstroke. And a breaststroke. Bend the arms and tap the shoulders. And then bring one arm across the body, press in at or above the other. And the other arm. And then bring the first arm behind the back, press down and in. And then the other arm. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Extend one arm, fingers up, pull back. Fingers down. Lock the wrist, wiggle the fingers. Make a fist, wiggle it, fist. Other hand, fingers up. Down. Wiggle and fist. Come on now, form an L, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. And release. Rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Enter, tuck in the chin, look to one side, draw out the chin to the collarbone. And then look up. Back to center, still tucked, look the other way, chin down. And look up. And back to center. Let's do a side lunge. Go the other way. Come on up and grab a stick. Bring one leg forward, put the stick behind it. Slide down the stick. Lift the sole of the foot if you can and wiggle it back and forth. Come on up, press the sole of the foot against the stick. Same thing with the other leg, starting at the hamstring. And the calf. And come on back, center, or back to the Booyah stick. Doing some slip slides. And then we're going to do some big circles out in front, pushing out on top. And then we'll pull it in with the reverse. Go laterally one way. And then the other. Come on down and put the stick behind the back in the crook of the elbows. Twist it the waist.
I have to go. I have to go, Tom.
Okay, Chuck. Hope to see you tomorrow.
All right.
Take care. Good to see you. Twisting at the waist. And pause. If you can, lean back. Otherwise, just keep twisting. Come back to center. Look in that chin and peck like a pigeon. And 3, 2, 1. Bring that stick up to the shoulders. Twist it the waist, keep the head and hips facing forward. And lift the stick up, below the waist, back overhead, if you can, behind the back. Might be hard with the short stick, I know. 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep it at the shoulders, push out. Down to one side. At or near the top with the hand, swing behind. And then the other. Bring the stick in front, hold on with 2 hands. 1 hand, finger or 2, step back. Feet are about hip width apart, lead those toes into the ground, come back onto the metatarsal, creating a big arch. And hold. And then roll back and forth to the first, 5th, first, 5th, first, 5th. Still digging those toes into the ground. Three, 2, 1. Bring the stick to the side. Come up with the toes of 1 foot on the ground. Lift the stick if you can. If you don't need it for balance, if you do, leave it there. And lift your foot. Move it around if possible. Same thing with the stick. Three, 2, 1. That just comes down. Same thing on the other side. Three, 2, 1, and down. All right. Let's put the sticks down. Your standing core set. We're going to start with some good mornings. Let's do 10. Keep the navel pressed back towards the spine. Spine neutral. All the work is in the hamstrings and hips on that. All right, gonna do some traveling rows. Feet are a little bit wider than hip width, maybe shoulder width. Cross our hands, hinge at the waist, spine neutral, head back. Come back with the elbows, past the rib cage, then back down with the other hand in front. That's 1. We'll do 9 more. Switching the position of the hands each time we go down. Nine for me. You got less, no problem. And I'm coming up. Okay, we're gonna slap the opposite knee. And take a breath. We're gonna do some rotational punches, this time punching up 45 degrees. All right, I'm gonna do some cherry pickers. Raise the hand up parallel to the ear, grab that cherry, bring it back down. And 10. All right, alternate jumping jacks. We're gonna step out to the side, hands up overhead, back to the middle, go to the other side. 3, 4. And good. All right, so knee drives, elbow to the same side knee. Doesn't have to touch, but if you can, great. Good. And we can do 10 more of those on each side, or if possible, cross your arms and go to the opposite knee. Or have the opposite knee go to the, have the knee go to the opposite elbow. Oh, that's 10. All right. Kickboxing block, that's going. We'll take a couple of breaths before we do. Our breath work, which this week is box breathing. 4 in, 4 out, or hold. 4 out, 4 hold. I'm gonna be doing that at the Tibetans in a while. Me in Alaska. If the pace is too fast, too slow, just adjust it to your own pace. Here we go. Last one. And rubbing those hands together to cultivate tree and forming a tree and tree ball. Do that. And center. The breasts. Let's open our hearts. Pausing on this inhale. Exhaling, sending it out. And centering, two breaths. Bring down, heavenly. And going down together. No. Namaste.
Thanks, Tom.
You're very welcome, Nina. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
I will.
Tom, thank you for a very much modified Thom Forbes lesson here. But I appreciate it. Now you said you're out of town Thursday and Friday, is that right?
No, Friday and Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, okay,
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
right. We may have to be going up to visit my brother-in-law in New Hampshire, so we have to leave early. But in any case, we'll see. In any case, I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Good.
Have a good wedding.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And for everyone else, we're doing the 5 Tibetans. Right, kid? Do some spins. Big 2 breaths. And we're going to hit the floor. All right. Hands are by the side. Under the back if you need support, on the lower back, under the head if you need support of the neck. So the feet can be on the floor for the modified version. Unmodified legs are extended. Either way, you either lift the soles of the feet or bring the legs up as the head, neck, and shoulders come up. And we're going to do a leg. And then 2 breaths. Up on our knee. Hands behind the thighs. On the glutes. And you can just rock back on your knees if you can't do back extension, but if you can, come back. Go forward. 1. Up to 11. And take your breaths. We're going to sit down. Hands are by the hips if possible, but if you need them behind your backs, put them there. So the feet can be on the floor or in the regular version, the legs are extended. The way we're coming into an inverted table. When you've done 11, take a couple of breaths. Let any furry creatures nearby. And turn around. If you're on all fours, with the modified version, tabletop to cobra. But in the unmodified version, it's down dog to up dog, up to left. And when you're done, come around, cross your legs. I'll never feel as comfortable this morning. Or this afternoon, or this late night, whatever it is. Where you are, take a couple of breaths. We're gonna circle 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other. You're just sitting up or bending down. After the last round, we're going to spread out in front, do around the box breathing. Then we'll do it over the left knee, and then we'll do some box breathing over the right knee. Here we go. Switching directions. Inhaling on the way up. Exhaling on the way down. That's 3, 4. This one stretching out. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Go over the left knee. Right over the right knee. Box breathing. What up? Switch the position of legs. What is on top goes below. What is front goes behind. We're going to rotate starting in the other direction than we started in the last time. 6 and 5 again. And 3 roundabouts. Going the other way. And stretching out. Gonna go to the right knee first this time. Oh, no, you're right knee. Pull it up. Stop down. Have a great day.